Hey, you guys. Guess who's back? 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 Niache wazito. It's been a minute, I know. I've been a bit quiet. Oh, it's been quite the month. May was my birthday month. Then there was a little health scare follow-up. Let me just put it that way. Because, hey, Mungu wangu. God, let me tell you, I see God in everything I do. Anyway, you guys, I had a health scare, but I'm fine. What do I mean? First of all, nimeamka. It's my off day. Having breakfast, so today I'm having toast. Eboneni. Na nitakula yote. Toast with butter and blueberry jam and some apple. So today I just came here to check in to let you know, guys, I'm still here and I'm okay. I'm fine. Anywho, I digress. So I was saying, what a month. So you remember there's this video I posted and I was saying about the good things I love about, not really the good things that how the systems really work here, especially the health system in UK. They actually do work. So niliwambia feeling yangu ilikuwa imetoka. Imagine, for the fourth time I had this feeling fixed in Nairobi, inatoka 4 times. So vile nilikuja hapa last year, ikatoka nikikula toffee. Hiyo toffee, toffee inakuanga na caramel, so iko sticky. Ikaingia hapa ikatoka na yawa yes, I panicked because I know here getting a dental appointment through NHS unaweza ngojea hata 6 months. So what did I do? I spoke to a colleague who is a local here, and she referred me to her private dentist. So I went to the private dentist, who then, hey, I'm so happy that I can talk about this, because I wasn't talking about it. I was nil by mouth because I was so scared. Wait. Anyway. And by the way, mi video zangu zote zinakuanga popcorn. Nasema tu vile ideas zinakam. Alafu another thing, mi sijui kuedit. Niseme kama uhunye. Mi sijui kusnip na kukat. Bado sijajua kusnip na kukat. So when I do a video inaenanga tu vile iko. Anywho, I think that's I even like it that way because it's in a stress. Anyway, so go back to the dental appointment. So last year, feeling ikatoka na toffee. My colleague can refer to her private dentist, and it's very expensive. For that private dentist here is very, very expensive. But then it was an emergency because the feeling came off and it was pretty deep. And considering now this was the 4th time it was coming off, I was so scared. Ilikuwa imenisumbua. Alafu the super sensitivity in there, because I think it was actually pretty deep. So nikaenda kwa dentist, nikalipa a lot of cash for consultation and then for the procedure. But now hiyo siku, when the dentist saw me, akaona kakitu kengine kalikuanga hii side. Feeling ilitoka hii side, but akaona another thing that has been on this side, on my gum. There was an issue with my gum. Okay, really, it wasn't hurting me. I was not bleeding. I was just fine, but there was a swollen thingy up there, which has been there for years. I actually only realized I had that swollen thing when this tooth ilichip in 2020 December. Ilichip. So vile nilienda sasa kwa dentist Kilimani, dentist namwambia, by the way, there's a small chip on my tooth. He's like, a small chip? So akaniambia, no, it was actually deep, lakini sasa hiyo ilichip hivi. So lazima angedriwi ili fix. Anywho, I digress. So when they saw that thingy that was there, my dentist here now told me, I'm actually more worried about this thing. I don't want to call it by name. Sitaita hiyo jina, ishindwe katika jina la Yesu. So that thing, I'm so happy I can share this because I was so scared and I couldn't share with anyone, especially back home. But I told my big bro and I told my big sis, but I couldn't share this with my parents because, anyway, I'm all over the place. Let's go back. So the dentist told me, I'm going to give you a very urgent emergency referral to Leeds Dental Institute for them to take a closer look at that thing that's on this side. I just started crying. Back home before I flew out, I'd gone for a first and second opinion for this thing to be checked because I knew Hapa, especially as a new immigrant, I might not quite get a dentist evo because NHS now waiting list inakuanga kubwa. But of course, in emergencies, they always prioritize. By the way, kama kuna emergency, they'll sort you. But if they feel your issue is not an emergency, utangojea for months. We are talking 6 to 8 months. Anywho. So sasa akaniambia, I want you to first urgently go get checked in at Leeds Dental so that they can rule out anything that could be an issue. Sasa I just started crying. And mimi nilikuwa hata nimetoka job, rushing, thinking it's just a feeling, nifanyiwe feeling haraka haraka, nijipatie 2 hours, nirudi kibaru after. Anywho, so sasa nikakuja back home. No, I went back to work anyway, because he didn't work on my feeling that day, or because I was so emotional. So, nikakuja nyumbani. In a week's time, I got the most scary letter. Oh my God. Mimi hiyo barua nilipata. Hiyo barua hata sijaishia na anyone back home what the letter said. I only shared it with my person. So vile hiyo barua ilikaa mata, I was so stressed. I gave it to my person to read. Me, I was just bawling and I was so scared. So now nikaenda check up. They did the first surgery last year in November. It seems like a minor thing because they didn't even stitch it. Wakaikata, wakasema wanapeleka for checks. I will not use those words that we're using because those words are scary. Shindwa katika jina la Yesu. So anyway, so they took the samples, they took them for testing. But then that was in November. Then in January, they called me back again for a follow-up, so that they can see if they're going to discharge me or what, and to discuss the results. Now they told me the result was not conclusive. So sasa January, nikatumwa for another scan. Feb, nikaenda for another scan. March, I still went for another one. Sasa imagine easy appointments, what nashinda nikitumwa for just that thing. Of course, it scares me. Even it will scare you. Because ukikumbuka ile barua uliandikiwa, what they are trying to rule out, of course, it's scary. It's scary. But of course, nakuanga prayerful. Nilikuwa tunaambia Mungu, please, just take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Anywho, fast forward. So, my holiday was this May. I had booked holiday because I wanted to travel back home to see my parents. So, I booked this May 14 days to come home. But then this guy sent me a letter, another urgent letter for me to get in there for another procedure. Yeah. And now the other thing that scared me is every time I go, I was being seen by a different person. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? Anywho, so I went now, like 2 weeks ago, I saw another doctor who's a lady, and she did another procedure. So wakafanya a proper surgery. So of course I go with my person because I'm scared. You need support in such times, you don't. So I went, she did the procedure, she did what she needed to do, a lot of deep digging and removing and extraction of those samples that she's gonna take them for the test. Situmizo my words. But she told me she's not worried at all. I should not be scared. From what she sees and from what she did, she's confident that I'm gonna be okay. And then she asked me if it's okay for me to give consent for them to use those samples for training, because Leeds Dental is a training institute. I said, oh yes. So she finished, she stitched me, akaniweka stitches. Then akaniambia, not to worry, the stitches are self-absorbent, so you don't even have to come back for us to remove it, so it's just gonna be okay. So that's what. So the past 2 weeks I've been talking like Bugs Bunny. Unajua Pocky. Pokiwa Bugs Bunny. That's how I've been talking. Because my tongue was so thick. And then, of course, siwezi guza hiyo side because it was a bit sore. Anywho, so I just came back in here. I'm feeling so happy. I went back to work on Thursday because I've been on a long break. Okay, I'll call it a long break because I mean hapa mtu akaangi kwa hao for 9 days. That's a long day. Kaa kwa nyumba for over a week. Na unajua hapa, if you don't work, you don't eat, literally. But anyway, so I spent my holiday. I didn't even want to complicate it. I know I could have taken a sick off, but I didn't want to complicate it back in the office because they were kind enough to allow me to book those days for holiday in advance last year. Because I told them I needed to travel back home to see my parents. Mnakumbuka nilikuja bila kuwaambia. So I wanted to come back home, see my mom and dad, and at least they see I'm okay. I'm still settling. I'm not saying I'm 100%, but I'm happy. And me, by then, I'm very positive minded because I've gone through so much. Nothing has been easy for me in my life. So I always try to tell myself nice things. I always try to look at the silver lining because let me tell you, okay, just stress on things that are going wrong, it can wear you down and it can affect your mental health. So for me, I'm the kind of person who always tells myself good things. Even now, hata kama to the settle kabisa, we are still settling and there's progress and we're gonna be just fine. So I just wanted to come back home and see my mom and dad for them to see that I'm okay, I'm doing okay. And now I can actually give them the story about this thing. Now that I know I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, that letter was so scary. Hata sijui kwenye nilitupa. Niliweka mahali chini penye hata hakuna mtu anaiona. But then when I went back for the feeling, let me digress kidogo. When I went back now for the feeling from my private dentist, I asked him, why did you write me such a scary letter? Why? He told me, I had a feeling if I did not write that letter the way I wrote it, you wouldn't have gone for that appointment. From the fact that you were very emotional when you came, you cried, I had a feeling you might bail not to go. So I had to make sure you see the importance of me doing that emergency referral so that you can go. So anyway, so now I'm fine, I'm healing well, I can speak well. Actually, this is the first time I'm speaking well in a long time. Yeah? Okay, after the procedure, the 2 weeks, ile procedure nilifanyiwa sasa juzi, surgery nilifanyiwa juzi. But let me tell you, I thank God. Let me tell you, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be in UK. I'm so grateful. I never take it for granted, let me tell you. I never take it for granted. Because life is not easy here, but there's always something to look forward to. You see, when you work hard, you know you'll earn your time's worth, you know. Back home, sometimes I may work so hard, but you don't really quite get your money's worth. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say like, and I'm just saying from me, from my experiences. And when I share these things, it's also to give other people hope. And then you guys, just to thank all the new subscribers. Oh my God, you know, we had 450. I don't believe it. The last time I remember I checked, we were, is it 75 or 90 what? Something. But I'm still so grateful for the guys who are joining the channel. And please, guys, let's just encourage each other. Always encourage. You don't know what that positive thing you can tell a person can change, you know. Always let's try to uplift each other. Let's not try to always to be pinning people down. Let's try to go for the positive. Even when things are not good, always let's try for the positive energy. Anyway, so today I was just coming to check in. And today I'm eating toast, proper toast, because I've not been able to chew crunchy things for 2 weeks. Because you're on gum. And then my dentist told me, biscuit ndio ananiomba toast. Gari, biscuit. Shika. Yeah boy. Nakwambia toast hapa tunashanga 50-50 na biscuit. Anapenda toast. Anyway, what was I saying? I wanted to say something funny. For the first 2 weeks, I was told not to brush that side. Imagine sija brush your side for 2 weeks, nime brush leo morning. Where? But I'm so grateful. I'm still in my t-shirt. I've just woke up, by the way. Leo nimesema nilale nipumzike. I'm so happy. I was telling my person, I brushed and I didn't even bleed, and the stitch on this side has come out. Like, I can't feel it. I can only feel now the stitch on this other side, the inner side where there was an issue, but they're just gonna self-absorb or come out, I don't know. Anywho, the video is too long. Today I just came in to check up on you guys and to appreciate the new subscribers. And yes, I've been seeing your communications, and I'm going to do the videos on this. Some guys have been asking about pet relocation. I'll do a video. I did that one. I'll do a proper detailed video on that. But please forgive me if I don't state the figures, because I know some people will troll you on figures. So I will not state the figures, but I'll do a video on processes. Please, I'm giving you the ropes. You go Google for yourself. I'll give you the ropes and you do the rest for yourself. Please, si kwa ubaya. But I'll do a detailed video on pet relocation, with the process we use for Biscuit, and how we managed to relocate Biscuit from Kenya to UK. And also, there are guys who need a follow-up on the video for my process for relocation. I'll do my best to revisit, but I still believe in, if you're really interested, like me, what I did when I was given the ropes, I really dug info for myself. Because please, you cannot be spoon-fed. And please, excuse me. Oh, okay. Some mocha. Cheers, booze. Cheers, boo-boo. My thinking, when I was given the ropes, I dug info for myself, because there's nobody who's going to spoon feed you. And part of the culture shock out here, that us Kenyans back home are not so, what can I say, they are not so receptive of, is you have to get info for yourself. Let me tell you, ukikuja UK, just be ready to Google info. Nobody is going to spoon feed you. Nobody's going to offer info for you. Please, let's start now. You know, if you're planning to relocate, those are things you need to start now learning. Getting info for yourself. If you're given the ropes, get the info for yourself. Go and, if you really have the interest, you will go and check it. That's what I did. I really checked for myself. I researched for myself. You know, you're told, you need to do 1, 2, 3. Prepare 1, 2, 3. Ni kama ingredients ukipika, unaambiwa, for you to make your masala, you need this and this and this ingredient. But you have to go and get those ingredients, set them up, cook them to get to the masala. But now, where do you expect mwenye amekwambia how to make your masala pia kuja kupikia masala kuweke hapo? Anakwambia tu, for you to get to your masala, do 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? So now it's up to you to go ukoroge, ujue vile unakoroga, vile una time kuka yako, vile una, you know, that's up to you. I hope I'm communicating. But I'm so grateful for the many guys who've been DMing me with positive questions. And I'm so happy to give them those feedbacks, all right? Even on Twitter, we engage a lot on Twitter. But I'll do my best to give you the ropes. But please, part of moving this side, learn to Google info. Learn to Google info. Learn to dig info for yourself. Yeah, because nobody's gonna spoon feed you. And thank you for subscribing. The channel is growing. This is a channel of positive vibe. For me, I believe in positive vibe. Please, I don't like negativity, because negativity wears people down. And let me tell you, positive energy is always so easy. It's easier. It's even easier for the heart and soul. It makes you feel good when you're good. Yeah, ukikuwa na hiyo negativity na kuwe down, unakaa tu, your heart and soul and mind is just heavy. But what I normally say when I'm finishing is I say, it's been real. Always channel positive energy. Tell yourself good things. Tell yourself good things. Keep the hope alive. And it's been real. Today I was just checking in anyway, so more videos will be coming through. And welcome to the new subscribers, and for my original subscribers, you guys. Thank you for being here. Karibuni sana, muendelee kukaribia sana. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'll do my best to give you UK living, the transition to this. Little update. And this place is not a bad place. Life is not easy, but it is doable. Life is not easy in UK, but there's always something to look forward to. Mimi nimekuwa Kenya na nimefanya kazi huko for years on end. And sometimes you hold on to hope lakini hauioni. But then kama hauna another option, what can you do? But never limit God. Yani mimi niko UK. Me, what I say is never limit God. Yeah, never limit God. Huku abroad ni kwetu sisi wote. Haijali kama ulizaliwa Runda ama ulizaliwa Kirinyaga. Sisi wote, we belong here. Yeah, we deserve good life. We deserve good things. It doesn't matter where or what kind of setup you are brought up or born in. Aim for the highest. Yeah, set your goals up here. Yeah? Keep your dreams bigger than life, larger than life, and never limit God, because He might just deliver for you. Amen. Cheers, booze. It's been real.